So with the Galaxy S27 Ultra, Samsung is copying Apple once again, but this time...
I'm not even mad. That's amazing.
What's up guys, Sal here. So companies copy each other all the time. Apple copies Samsung, Samsung copies Apple, and both of them borrow ideas from Google. That's just how this industry works. As long as they're copying the right ideas, consumers end up with better phones. But the real problem is when they start copying the bad decisions. Apple has been guilty of setting that trend more than once, but today we're talking about one of the good ideas. Samsung is bringing one of the best upgrades from the iPhone 17 Pro to both the S27 Ultra and the S27 Pro. According to Galaxy Club, who have an excellent track record, Samsung is upgrading the selfie camera on both the S27 Ultra and the S27 Pro in two ways. First is moving from 12 megapixels to 16 megapixels. But more importantly, Samsung is switching to a square sensor just like Apple did with the iPhone 17 lineup. Right now, this upgrade is only expected on the S27 Pro and the Ultra. There's still no word on the regular S27 or the Plus variant. The biggest advantage of a square sensor is flexibility. Since it captures a much larger image area, the phone can automatically switch between portrait and landscape selfies without you needing to rotate the device. It also improves features like center stage, allowing the camera to intelligently crop and reframe the shot while keeping you perfectly in view or fitting more people into the frame. Moving on, Galaxy Club also confirms that the S27 Pro will feature both a 50 megapixel telephoto camera and a 50 megapixel ultra-wide camera. While they didn't reveal the main sensor, previous credible reports claim it will use the same 200 megapixel camera as the Ultra. So the S27 Pro is basically shaping up to be an S27 Ultra in a smaller body minus the S Pen. Next up, one of the standout features of the S26 Ultra was its privacy display. And like most Ultra exclusive features, many expected Samsung to keep it that way for years. Well, apparently not. A new report from South Korea claims all 4 Galaxy S27 models will get the privacy display. We already knew the S27 Pro was expected to have it, but now even the standard S27 and the S27 Plus are reportedly getting it too. That's surprising because Samsung rarely gives its flagship exclusive features to the base models. What changed Samsung's mind? Well, likely the competition. Chinese brands are reportedly bringing similar technology in 2027, so Samsung probably doesn't want to keep it locked behind the Ultra anymore. And honestly, that's great news. You won't have to spend Ultra money just to get one of Samsung's coolest display features. Now let's talk batteries. We already know Samsung is considering a larger battery for the S27 Ultra, although we still don't know the exact capacity. What we do know is that Apple isn't holding back. The iPhone 18 Pro Max is now rumored to get a 5567 mAh battery, almost 500 mAh larger than its predecessor. Think about that for a second. The company known for tiny batteries could end up shipping a phone with a battery that's nearly 600 mAh bigger than the S26 Ultra. That's honestly embarrassing for Samsung. If the S27 Ultra doesn't at least beat that 5567 mAh figure, Samsung deserves every bit of criticism that comes its way. Imagine letting Apple, the company that spent years defending tiny batteries, ship a phone with a larger battery than your so-called Ultra phone. That's embarrassing. Chinese brands have already moved to 6000 mAh batteries and beyond. If Apple leapfrogs Samsung too, there are simply no excuses left. Hopefully, Samsung finally crosses the 5500 mAh mark. In 2027, that shouldn't be an ambitious target. It should be the minimum for an Ultra flagship. Moving on, here's some good news. There were multiple reports claiming Samsung was evaluating BOE displays for the base S27 and the S27 Plus. If that happened, it would have been the first time Samsung used BOE panels in its flagship Galaxy S lineup. Naturally, many people were worried about the display quality. Well, it looks like those concerns can be put to rest. After personally visiting BOE's headquarters, Samsung Mobile CEO has reportedly decided against using BOE panels for the S27 lineup. Instead, Samsung will continue to use its own display technology across the lineup. The exact reason hasn't been revealed, but it's apparently good news for anyone planning to buy an S27. There's one downside though. Using Samsung's own premium displays means they won't be able to offset some of the higher memory and storage costs Thus, a price hike versus the S27 could be inevitable. Now here's our very first official look at the Z Fold 8 Ultra. Click right here and I'll see you there.